Okay, in theory this is live. I see certain things popping up. It's gonna be an awkward start because I, A, hope you can hear me, and B, I have never used OBS before, and that is like a streaming software. So it's very different from StreamYard, where I just connect it and then I can like click whatever and mess with it. I feel a little bit more comfortable because I've played with it for the past 2 days, but I'm still thinking I'm gonna mess up. And I also need to make sure like I can mute and do all these things. So the one thing you may notice is there's no background music because I can't be bothered to like figure that out right this second. So you just got me. Okay, good. Sana, thank you. You can hear me. Perfect. Since you're here, I'm gonna mute myself very briefly just to make sure the mute works for when we do the sprints. So I'm gonna like just count down to like from 10. So I'm gonna mute now. I realized that I should have like been trying to talk while I was muted. So I talked at the end there, but like so silly. Hi Fog! Wait, can I still click on people here? Nope. Okay. So the one thing I did notice that I'm going to miss with the YouTube format is I can't like click on, okay, good. It did mute me. Perfect. Oh, I'm so used to like clicking on the comments. I'm so used to clicking on it, but I can't. Okay, just I don't want to put anybody, no, don't do bad things. The one thing I'm definitely gonna miss from StreamYard is like clicking on a comment as I'm responding to it. Like I did figure out this. This makes me so happy because I thought this was gonna be like very difficult to figure out how to overlay it. But we can see the chat and you can just see it active the whole time. So maybe like I should respond to that versus down here. I don't know. I see too many things. Cause like it's not updating up there. But down here we've had like a couple more things. So I don't know. I see you, YouTube, but I don't know why you doing that. Why you making this confusing? Hi Phoenix, I did see you pop in. Oh wait, okay, so maybe now it's caught up. I think it is caught up. Okay, I think I don't know. So I didn't leave StreamYard, but it does have only 20 hours of free stream time. Or like if you have the free plan, you get 20 hours per month and it resets in like the middle of the month for me. Which if I'm only doing Creative Commons once a week was fine. Because I usually would do a 3 to 4 hour stream, so I would be pretty close to the limit, but I would never go over. However, I want to do more streams with you guys, especially when it's cold like this. Like, and I'm already in the house doing I'm doing work at the computer, so I wanted to, obviously I have this week off, so I have more time to do the streams. But I would like to have that flexibility of being able to do a stream anytime. And using this program, OBS, does give me, I'm trying to just look at the chat up here so I don't like get confused. It does basically give me unlimited stream time with some, I wouldn't say some hoops to jump through. It's just like I said, figuring out the setup, and I'll show you a couple things once we get into like the chat and sprint time. But basically, I don't have a stream limit by using this because it goes directly through YouTube Live with just a few extra fancy buttons. So why would I pay for StreamYard when I can do this, right? I still will keep StreamYard for maybe not like the normal streams, like maybe I'll use it here and there if, we'll see. I really want to keep, I'm keeping the account, because I have done like private videos on it where it's kind of like the backstage setting and you can have a few people in at a time. And I like that for having like private conversations with people, like the equivalent of Zoom. But I've done draw times with other people who, like, we can share our screen and show what we're drawing, or we can just hang out. Like, it's nice for that because it's private. You know, you just never hit live. You just hang out backstage. So that I think I will definitely keep that and maybe find a way to do that with you guys if you wanted to do like a behind the scenes chitty chat. I might figure out how to tweak this so it's just a little bit bigger on the text. Because like during chat time, is there a way to do that? There might be a way. I feel like I shouldn't be messing with things when they're going, but we're all learning this together. How do I go to mine? How do I go to my dashboard? There we go. But like I said, the one thing I don't particularly miss because I don't like having the extra noise in the background, but there's just no like background music to fill in that empty space. So I get it. Where am I? Now I'm at the dashboard. Overlays, there we go. So this is the YouTube chat overlay. I'm gonna see if I can edit this while we're hanging out. Should I do that? Maybe, maybe not. Text settings, I think I can increase. Ooh, she's tiny. Thank you, hi Ian. Oh, it's even live in like the overlay edit. That's so fun. Okay, I made it bigger. So that should have adapted over here. Maybe not. Did I just beef it up? Let me switch over to this thing. Nope. That's the surprise timer, guys. Yeah, all these things are, oh no, did I mess it up? I think it maybe takes a second to save. It shows up nicely in here. That's okay. We're gonna save it, and maybe it just takes a second to generate. Huh. I killed it. Oh, okay. Yay! You just turn it off and turn it on again, guys. It's totally fine. It's fine. Cool. So now that text is a little bit bigger. Yay! Yeah, I'm surprised it's a 1 minute lag, but I guess, I don't know. I don't know if there was a way to fix that. I don't believe there is, because it's like feeding through, like it goes into YouTube, into the overlay, and then into OBS. So there's probably no way for me to like catch up with that time. But the good news is we made it a little bit bigger for you guys. So fancy, yes. I know, I was poking around with this for a while, and this is my robe. It's like a raccoon. It's got little paw prints on the sleeves. It's actually a tiny bit short in the sleeves, but you know, it's fine. Does it have a tail? No, it does not have a tail. Nobody asked that. I thought of that question myself. But yay, so far so good. So when I was clicking through, I have put up, or I've made like some timers as well. I don't have a sound effect thing to like make them ding, but we're gonna use this one for our break time. So it's like a 10-minute timer, and that will count down, and it should tell us when to sprint, just not audibly. I have to pay attention. So small things. And we went with a blueberry tea today because it's cold and we need some antioxidants somehow in our tummies. But yeah, So obviously today is Writing Wednesdays. Based on my work schedule, if it's a Thursday availability, it'll kind of be a normal Creative Commons Thirsty Thursday something, whatever. I have to have the words sound the same. And then if it's a Wednesday off, like I think in 2 weeks I have another Wednesday off, it'll be Writing Wednesday. So now I have, like, just for title's sake, we'll alternate if we have the ability to. And I made that new thumbnail, which was really fun. It's cute. But obviously you guys can do whatever you want. For today, the sprint times will be 40 minutes of sprints and 10-minute breaks. Obviously we're going to do our best without, like, the chimes. I could obviously have, like, a timer going on my phone with the chime, but you know, that takes just that extra level of preparation. That's why I want, like, a little timer thing I can just set and forget. But we'll at least make a timer for the sprints, because when I'm not looking at the screen, I'll need to remember. So got that. What else? Throwback Thursday. Yes, let's do Throwback Thursday. We can make that work. Absolutely. Absolutely. Throwback Thursday. And then I have, like, leave to, not that I can't do it anytime, but I've been wanting to, like, redraw stuff from my old sketchbooks and just do, like, different non-my art. So I think Throwback Thursday could actually be really good for that. I like the way you think. I like the way you think. It'll have to be, like, parentheses Creative Commons. So very nice. Very nice. Talked about the stream setup, kind of talked about the schedule. If you notice right here, I have kind of where I'm at. So we're working on Fox, Wolf, and Hound for this current novel project. My current word count as of about a half hour ago was 15,107. I wrote like 280 more words in my impatience for the stream to start, because I was just sitting here like, is it gonna work? Am I gonna do this right? So I wrote some. And the goal for draft 1 is probably between 50 and 70,000 words, and it's a very rough goal because this isn't a genre that I normally write, and we're just trying to have fun with it and get to the end at this point. So that may change, but at least we are putting words into it, and I am in chapter 6 right now, which is actually, I spent the last couple days like dreaming about it in the sense of like trying to map it out, because it's their first like big party scene where our main characters are meeting, and they haven't quite teamed up yet. So it's the pre-team up, kind of sizing each other up, figuring out like, what do you know, or like, how did you figure that out? So a little bit of wordplay and investigating going on, but I think it's gonna be a fun scene to write for sure. We can totally make it we can totally make Throwback Thursday work for your project as well. Very nice. How did your cushions turn out? How did that go? Craft like a kid, would you? Right? Let's all just craft like a kid. We'll get some Elmer's glue, some colored paper, and some safety scissors. Great. Yes, chapter 6 already. Moving along. It's like, it's I don't want to say it's not a serious story, but there's plenty of elements where I'm like, this is kind of ridiculous and would never happen, but for the sake of this draft and this story, it's gonna happen. And it's like when William and Lawrence, they kind of rig their welcome back party in their favor so they can like scope out the daughters of these noble families. And the next day at breakfast, when William gets up, his mother had invited his friend Lawrence back, and he's like, you can't do that. He was like undercover. And then Lawrence just strodes in, putting on an accent, acting like he was some like love doctor hired by her to scope out the ladies, to like brush off the fact that they're investigating for other reasons. And it's ridiculous. It's definitely something you'd see in like an anime, and I'm okay with that. Actually, I support that because it would be so much fun. It would be so much fun. I would love to see this as a webcomic, but and just the research I've done for like trying to describe their clothing, like drawing that would be insane. So we might need help. We might need help with that if that takes off, just saying. But it'd be hilarious. So there's definitely enough comedy. It's not quite rom-com, but there's definitely romance. There's definitely some comedy, and it's a period historical fiction thing, mystery, sort of, a little bit. So it's fun, and I think that's why I'm able to like kind of breeze through these early chapters without overthinking the consequences. Oh, the cushions are still decompressing. You have to wait. Yes, we all like some ridiculous. We do indeed. I wonder if I should make the text a little bigger. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. If you guys think the text on our lovely little live chat here is good, we'll keep it. But I do have the ability to make it bigger if we need to. And then the timer says we have 2.5 minutes till we start the sprint. So how are you guys? Who else has gotten like -degree weathers? Because the snow is great. The snow is beautiful. The dogs love it. The cold, would not want that again. I know it's kind of sweeping the entire populace, but yeah, it's cold. It's cold. Compared to last January. Last January was pretty mild, so I just don't think we were ready for it. But hopefully you guys are being able to stay warm and not having to walk your doggos. Where's the willow? You can just see the willow. She passed out, so I shouldn't say that W word. Let's see. Phoenix is trying to figure out what she's gonna be doing tonight. Might be having someone coming over after. Gotcha. I think I'm supposed to use they though. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I apologize. Coming over. You guys can do crafts. You guys can do your throwback crafts for tomorrow. Or I guess you can have them come back tomorrow and we can do crafts. Because we are going to stream tomorrow. Shayna. Oh, and it is negative weather Celsius. Over where Thog is at. It was 29 degrees last night in Florida, and they think they're dying. If only. Let's see. Phoenix has had negatives at night, but it was like 54 when you were out and about earlier. Like, what is that weather swing? What is that? What even? Hi, Maggie. Starting dinner. Dinner tonight will be chicken and potato pot pie bowls. Okay. That sounds good. That sounds filling. And warm, which is very important right now. Okay, perfect. That's what I thought, Phoenix, and I caught it after I said it, so I will endeavor to remember that better. The warmer air is coming. It was 49 Fahrenheit this afternoon. I don't think it's getting warmer. Oh, it's time. It's time. Notice my little time, even though it's supposed to say like sprint time, so I'm gonna have to, I think I have to resize that block. Noted to do later. But we're gonna jump into our first sprint because it is Writing Wednesday. So we're gonna do 40 minutes on the clock, and then we'll catch up with each other here. So when I switch over Now we have a big, I know that number initially was weird, but this is gonna count down. And you guys can see my clickety clacks, because that's the best thing I could come up with. And then I will mute myself here after the count of 3 and we'll do our sprint, and I'll have my timer going. Probably should start it since that one is already going. And maybe keep that out of screen just in case people message me. We don't need to be telling everybody everything. Okay, I think we're ready for our first sprint. I'm gonna hit mute and hopefully it will mute me, and you guys can go about, and once you hear me talking again, we'll be back because I don't have any music or any sound effects, but we're trying guys. So let's get started here in 3, 2, 1, sprint. Okay. That all worked out pretty decently. Hopefully it wasn't too weird for you guys, it just being dead silent. So I might have to figure out just like a very low background noise to keep things existing. I don't know. Let me try to catch up with the chat here real quick, and then I'll update my word count, because I can definitely see you guys were busy. So I know I gotta get up here to where we were talking about it getting warmer. Oh no, Thog's worried about losing all of her herbs except the garlic. Oh no. Well, don't give Maggie any of the garlic because the eldest one cannot do the garlic. Let's see, Phoenix had an -11 morning go up to 60 something later that day. Okay, it is up here. Okay, so we are all on screen here. Wow, that's a huge swing. Like, they talk about Ohio and generally the Midwest with having like weather mood swings, but -11 to 60 is a lot. That's a lot. Let's see. Maggie had to bring in the chickens and ducks into the house for 3 nights because it was pretty much -15 Celsius or colder. So that's like 5 degrees. So very, very cold. Those poor little ducky feet. Oh yeah, I bet the heater in your barn can't keep up. That's a big space. And now it's warm again. This has been the weirdest winter in 20 years. Well. Climate change. Yeah, Thog's outside cat is noping the cold at night. It doesn't get above freezing during the day so far, but he's fine with that. Maybe just get that little bit of sunlight, gets him going. Dinner's done for Maggie. The chicken pot pie filling as a soup in a biscuit bowl. Yum, I agree, Phoenix. Be there in 15, says Thog. I got extra. Oh. We're gonna try, and this time when I say we, I'm actually mean Terry. He's going to try to make cheddar broccoli soup this weekend. And I said, do it in a baked potato. So we'll see how that works out. I don't know he's borrowed a friend's recipe, so we'll see if it's getting good. I think I can close. I'm gonna close my like backup screen because I was like just watching to make sure. Nah, it's plugged in. It's not gonna ruin anything. It's just fine. It's there. Let's see. Phoenix decided to focus on moving their body and did a quick workout. Heck yeah. Heckin' yeah. Moto Kitty wasn't happy not being the center of attention, decided to be cat underfoot. Yes. Right as I was doing kickbacks, he got kicked in the face and then had to be held. That was his plan all along. Oh, mommy, you kicked me. Yeah, the dogs, anytime I got like the yoga mat out to do anything, the dogs were right there. So I understand that. I held him while I continued cardio, and then he went in the window, staying out of my way. Well, he learned his lesson. Poor kitty. Yep, laughing. Yeah, it's funny when it's like you did this on purpose, baby. Let's see. Shayna watched the new episode of A Gentle Noble's Vacation Recommendation. It was good, but not long enough. I love the dynamics between the characters. I wish they would have just dropped the whole season. Ooh. So is this like a fun slice of lifey kind, or I guess maybe somewhat period? Because I could always use, I keep saying I could always use more like research and references, but where's the time? Where is the time? Oh, by the way, Phoenix, I did request the book from the library and then it promptly told me I couldn't. So I don't know if it's one that they don't like let you take out of the library. Like you can kind of check it when you're there, but it was kind of like the next day, and it literally was like, you can't do that. But it didn't tell me why. And then it acted like it wasn't available anymore. So I don't know. Maybe they went to go find it and they couldn't find it. Who knows? So I'll have to, it's at our main library, so I'd have to like go in person and go digging through there. But I'm sure they have like other similar books too. So we'll see. Let's see. Maggie used block. Oh, this is for the broccoli soup. I bet. Use block cheddar and shred it yourself because the stuff they use to keep shredded cheese from sticking together makes the soup weird. Yeah, the main library was like, nope, not happening. Nope, no book for you. You come to me. Which, to be honest, I love that library and I would love to go there more. It's just a matter of it's downtown and the parking is probably not as bad if you're just going to the library, but it's like I have to drive there and get through downtown. So I would like to have library days this year though. Library or cafe days, do some writing. So I will make it down there eventually. But let me check my updated words. So far, now I wrote 282 pages before the sprint started. So this number is including that because I pretty much started chapter 6 today. So chapter 6 is sitting at 1316. So I wrote just over 1,000 words that sprint, which is fine. And my chapters have been, the shortest chapter was 2,200 words. The longest was 4,000 words. So let's say an average of 3,000 words per chapter. So we've definitely got some to go. Like, he's just done his survey of the room to figure out where everybody's at and is about to make a move. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Is it the right move, though? Will I want to switch scenes? Because I put in my outline, I might switch POVs and have chapter 7 in the female protagonist's point of view, in Esther's point of view. Because the last time they met, it was in his point of view, so I kind of want to do that, but that means I have to lead up to it a little bit more. And it's gonna shift my, like, chapter outline a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh. Yay. Whooshy. Sorry. Okay, so it is like a fun little slice of life romance. You should watch it. There's only 4 episodes far. It's in a made-up world, but it looks very Europe-y. That's my cup of tea, for sure. Is it on Crunchyroll? Is it on the Crunchyroll? Out of tea, I need water. Phoenix needs a snack. I also would need a snack. So Fog says, so 3K per chapter is a normal amount. It seems to be my normal. I remember in writing the Eden trilogy with Tower of Dogs and all that, they were about that average as well. I'm not like intending it to be that long, but it just, the scenes are turning out that long, so maybe it's part of my writing style that it just happens, but that's a problem for like future me, right? Future editing me, trying to make sure if this is too long or too short. I'm not even sure, like, since this is like multiple genres, what my like word count expectation should even be, so it's all new. But yes, Mom, I meant the main library. It is time to sprint. I'm gonna have to update that. I'm not gonna do it on the stream though because I don't want it to be weird. So we'll catch up here in a moment, and that's gonna restart. Perfect. Look at that. You get to see my keyboard hitting my timer so I can see when that changes. I should probably make this just like 39 minutes. That way I know. Yeah, that way I see my timer before it goes off on the screen. Okay, perfect. Let's jump in to the next sprint for another 39 minutes and change. And I'm gonna keep writing and see if we can either finish this chapter or at least get to the POV switch. So 3, 2, and 1, go! We're back. We're back. It is time to chitty chat, and we got some words written. A good chunk. I had to stop a couple times to like semi-research, but then also stop myself from researching. So where did I leave off? Oh yes, I remember. We got 1,010 words, putting our chapter total, it should be at 2326 so far. I did not get to the end of the chapter or the POV change, so, which I guess at this point are going to be one and the same. Yes, 2326. Okay. Cool. Where were we? We were talking about cheese and the normal amount of words, going to the library. Oh, I need to update my words on here. Now, if I remember correctly, oh, I have to do math. No. Let's see, 15,107 plus, what is it, 2326? 17,433. Woohoo. Oh no. Okay, yep, cool, that updated. Did I put a period instead of a comma? Did I do that? Cool, fixed it. Alright. Alrighty. Let's see. Shayna is going to start working on season 2 of Cinderella Chef next sprint. Just in the mood for Chinese language anime. And they got some good ones. They've got some good ones for sure. I could easily just fall into a pit of binging anime if I had the time. As I've seen, you've recommended so many good ones, Shayna. But also, when I start watching one, I like binge it. And then when I finish it, I still want more. And if there isn't any more, then I have to like grab the next thing, and then I get into that and I binge that. So it's a good thing that I'm not an alcoholic, because addictive tendencies. But I would love to have some time to really dive into another show. I think it'd be fun. Soon-ish. I could have one playing when I work on Kuro Kenshin pages. I could. I do have Crunchyroll on my thing. I might have to. But if I'm not paying attention, should it be a rewatch? I don't know. That's not a today problem. Oh yeah, Mom was in here. Hi, Mom. Oh, Maggie's off to do chores. Yes, Phoenix, less excuses for avoiding the library, thanks to Mom. Yes. I'm sure Mom would like to go too. And then we had Golden Cheese Forever 1 pop in. Hello. I don't think I recognize you, so if you're new, welcome. Thanks for popping into our writing sprints. I regret that there's no like background music this time because I've never used this program before, and it might have been like weird just to have the timer going, but thank you for popping in and checking it out. And also thank you for saying that it sounds like a good book. I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about Fox, Wolf, and Hound, as proven by this is a week's progress, because we started last week when we did Writing Wednesday. Writing the meat of it. We had an outline, but this is the meat. So, yes, you know. I'm just binging, but I'm writing, so it's creative binging. Shayna also said, hope you'll publish the new book in hardcover. I most likely will. I may not do it through the same printer, which I did my hardcovers with the dust jacket through Barnes & Noble for the trilogy, the Eden trilogy. And like, I loved the quality of the dust jacket itself, but they didn't do any printing on the hardcover without the dust jacket. I have one. This is here. I got it. I have it. I have 5 minutes. I can show you. Oy. And it's also not an option, at least it wasn't an option when I made them, and that's only been a couple years. But see this book? See how it has no discerning features on the outside except for dust right now? It's been there sitting a while, so call me out. All it has is this barcode. That's printed on as well, it's not a sticker. It has a barcode. The outside, blank. It's not until you open it that you know which book it is. Now they all came with dust jackets, but I remember in this order of them, one of them didn't have a dust jacket for whatever reason, so instead of them sending me a dust jacket, they just sent me a whole new set, which is fine, but you know, it's like, what am I gonna do with this? It's book 2. There's no dust jacket. That's why it's sitting over there getting dusty. So, I think when I do hardcovers, I will look at Ingram, because Amazon can do them now, but they print it directly on. They don't do a dust jacket, and I like a dust jacket. Ingram is the other printing source that I've been meaning to switch over to, but also just start using in general moving forward. It just takes a little bit of effort to like set that up, and since I'm in the midst of new material with Fox, Wolf, and Hound, and then finishing Volume 5 of Kuro Kenshin, like Kuro Kenshin's gonna be through Amazon with the rest of them. Keep it brainless, right? I just won't know Ingram's like process until later, essentially. But would love to do a hardcover because they're so satisfying. All of those Disney books with like a small, I think the short ones are paperbacks, but the majority of those are hardcover, and they're gorgeous and they're soft and we love it. Willow, you coming to say hi? You gonna say hi? You can come up. Oh, your baby. Oh, your baby. Watch your tail. Watch your tail. Baby. This is Willow for those who don't know. I think you all know at this point. Hi. Do you have to go potty? Bleh. Bleh. Okay, we'll go potty. We'll go potty after 2 minutes. Can we wait 2 minutes? We'll wait 2 minutes. Phoenix was gonna eat but couldn't figure out what to eat. Finally decided on cheeseburger soup. Yum. Store-bought, having it for the first time. Oh, well, I hope it's yum. I've been craving a burger. But not till like right before the sprint ended. So next sprint. Gotcha. Next sprint and get some food. It would have to be a rewatch for me. I usually want to pay attention. That's the same. And the only one I'm in the middle of rewatching is Inuyasha, and it's not on Crunchyroll. And the website I've been using, like, I have to keep clicking stuff, so it's not something I can just let play while I'm like getting into work. So I need to find a better source. I think it's on Hulu, but I don't have Hulu access, so might have to find a different one. To maybe a rewatch of Apothecary Diaries, because we love that. Phoenix was also looking for something to watch while eating, and I think stumped on a Victorian reality show I've not seen yet, so that might be it. And I blame that on you for getting my brain into the Victorian area. Heck yes. Heck yes, and let me know all the good things. Yes, I know. Yes. You're so cute. Everyone says you're so cute. You're so precious, baby, just waiting for her turn. Yeah. Yeah. You slipping and sliding on this hardwood floor. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to start my sprint by taking her out to go pate. And I'll probably top off my tea because I just got the bag. It's sad. It was good. It was a blueberry tea. Celestial seasonings. It's pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, pretty happy with progress so far. William has not made the move yet. He keeps trying to make the move to ask one of the particular girls to dance so he can have that sort of sizing up conversation. And the thing I love about first drafts is kind of when you let the characters do things. And so there was a group of other men that he knew. There's only 1 second. I'm gonna finish this thought though. There was other men that he knew from boarding school, and they were kind of just lightly bantering with this other group of women who like clearly wanted them to be at, like wanted the men to ask them to dance, but like you can't, the women can't ask to dance in Victorian times. So he goes over there, and there's kind of this girl being teased so that they can get the exotic hunter to like tell them their stories. And eventually when they all start breaking off into pairs to go dancing, and like the girl who's being teased steps back, like William swoops in swoops in like a gentleman and asks her to dance. She is one of the like 4 that he's following, but like she's definitely much more of like a subdued character. So it works like for his intentions of like investigating people, but at the same time, like, such a gentleman. Just, and he swoops in before she's left like to be the last one, because we don't want to like make it seem like a pity dance. It's not. He's investigating, but at the same time, multiple intentions. Saves the day. It made me happy because I didn't plan that initially, but that's what first drafts do. So you guys get the behind the scenes on that. I do need to start the sprint, so I'll set my timer here as well, and we'll have our 39 minutes and change for the sprint. You guys will be looking at my keyboard doing nothing for a bit because I gotta let the dog out, but we'll be back in a bit. 3, 2, 1, sprint. We're back. I forgot to say that was the final sprint. So I have a couple notes on things I need to add on here, or just remember to mention, like final sprint, how long we're going tonight, what we're doing when it's just quiet and there's a timer on. Maybe that might be helpful. Like, pretty much everybody here knows the situation. You guys have been around, you're the OGs, but just like golden cheese forever, you could be newer, and I don't want to make you feel confused. So I just want to make sure everybody's comfy. Catching up with the chat, and then I'll check my word count. Oh yes, Will. Oh yes. Yeah, so Willow had popped in, and I think Willow's gone to lay in the bed, so she's given up on me. But it's a little early for bedtime. I do think after this, though, I am going to get back to proofreading my friend's book, so that will be the nightly task, since we did get a good chunk of writing in. Fennec says, I do in part come to see the pups, I admit, which is totally fine. Literally everybody I know who knows our dogs will say hi to the dogs first, and I'm totally fine with that. Like, I'm also here for the dogs, so we're good. You don't even have to hide that fact. I also love how you share your stories. It's so fun. Yes, I want to share them with you, especially when I'm excited about it. And I know with the Eden trilogy, I did keep a lot of it secret, because there's always that debate of like, you don't want to share too much because you don't want someone to take it. But like, if you don't share, then people can't know and they won't be excited. So I'm just like, you know what? This isn't the book with a bajillion plot twists and all the deep lore like the prequel will be to the Eden trilogy. Like that one, I'm gonna have to be careful what I say, because surprises. And it gets dark. But this one, I'm like, we're having fun. We're having so much fun. And I did get to the POV switch, so it's probably going to be just a longer chapter, since there's going to be the POV switch in it, like with like the little chapter break, or a little doohickey, a little mark to say, hey, we're breaking to another character, just because it is the party setting. And right now I don't want to throw off my outline chapter count if I don't have to. So we're just doing a long chapter. Golden Cheese says, I like your keyboard. Thanks. I've had it forever. You can even see where it's like rubbed down on the, it's very well rubbed right there on the keyboard. And it's actually that spacebar is getting kind of sticky, because I obviously hit the space button a lot, but also when I'm doing my drawing programs, you have to use space to like move things and what, you know, different stuff. So I've noticed it's starting to get stuck. So we're gonna hold out. Because Logitech is a good keyboard. But yeah, I've noticed. And then like the screen on my drawing tablet is all scratched up, all to hell in that center. But it's holding on, so that's the vibe, is hold on and make stuff. I know it's a good book. Well, thank you. I when it's finished, you definitely should read it. And a cute dog. Yeah, so that was Willow that kept popping in. She turned 2 in November. She's a Dane Shepherd Husky mix. And boy, is that husky coming out with all this snow. She loves it. What's my favorite twisted tale? And I did a brief sort of placeholder reply that it is tough for me to pick a favorite. I'm trying to remember which I picked for the top 3. I believe my top 3 or 4 would be Tale as Old as Time, the Beauty and the Beast retelling, Part of Your World, the Little Mermaid retelling, And I'm like flip-floppy between Unbirthday, which is Alice in Wonderland, and So This Is Love, which is Cinderella. Like, I really enjoyed those, and I think those stories, of the majority that have been written, I could see myself rereading, and that's probably why I consider them my favorite. Now, are they infallible? No. Are there other particular books with like certain scenes that I'm like, yes, yeah, there are. But there's also quite a few misses in that series, unfortunately. So I don't know if you've seen the reviews, but I do have a review for every single one in a playlist on my channel. And the next one comes out in April, and I'm super excited for that because it's an up Twisted Tale following Ellie. So it's all gonna be new stuff since we know what happens. Excited. We're excited. But outside of the Twisted Tales, though, I would really recommend Bravely, which is right there on the shelf. Woo! Bravely. I suppose I should grab her. When I finish, I might have to redo The Office just so I can reach things. Sad. I keep redoing it. I know. This one is so good. This is so good. It's not so much a Twisted Tale as it is a sequel to Brave, and this will actually be, if I can get my projects done on time, this is going to be my reread in March, because I want to do a Disney and Draw, and like Draw Merida. That'll be so fun. And yes, reread it, talk about it, because everybody should read it because it's so good. I love it. We love it. Where are we at? Oh no, Phoenix's soup was Roses. The hamburgers, cheeseburger, it was a cheeseburger soup. The cheeseburger soup did not live up to expectations, which is sad. Doctored it and ate it, but will not get again. It did give me an idea of how I'd go about making my own, so there's that. One of these days I'll attempt making my own for sure. Yeah. Did it have that pickle flavor in it? Because there's a mac and cheese, like a cheesy skillet box at Aldi. I think it's cheeseburger helper, essentially. And the first few times we got it, I was like, what is this? It tastes wrong. And then I realized it was pickle. And now I'm okay with that because I like pickle. But before it didn't have that pickle flavor. It was just like dense cheese. So pickle can be off-putting if you don't know it's there. But you still have to like pickles to do that. So I don't know if it had the pickle in there at all. Oh, Shannon said, perfect timing. I just finished dinner. Meatloaf and potatoes. Delicious. Let's see. Thog says, whatever you do, avoid WM zip. What? West Virginia? West Marinia? WM Zuppa Toscana is very... Oh, okay. So that must be... That sounds like a soup brand. WM Zuppa Toscana. It's very disappointing. Vic says, I didn't even think about it, just along for the ride, enjoying the company. This is your book to play with. Yes, it is my book to play with. Yes, and we can all enjoy it together. I really want to do some character sketches from it, which is a good sign. But like I said, the clothing is so detailed for the ladies' dresses. I'm gonna have to get some reference books for sure. Like, I can look up reference pictures, but it's not the same. We're gonna get some reference books. Phoenix, keep that in mind, but the Zuppa, currently experimenting with easy foods. And Dog says, yeah, I do easy cooking since my kitchen is kind of limited. Phoenix comes back with, I replaced my over 10-year-old Logitech keyboard and mouse with a newer model when I started having problems with them. Already starting to have the same issues in only a couple of years. Yeah, nothing's made the same, dude. I think these might be... I think the keyboard is newer than my mouse. But I'm pretty sure I got these back when I was still in college. which is more than 13 years ago. Because 13 years ago was my final year and I did the study abroad. And I know I bought them here at an Office Depot. I think Office Depot, Office Max. I can remember picking it up from the shelf because it was blue. So I remember it. It's been a while. But I had to get the keyboard because initially I just had a laptop. Then the laptop's keyboard died. Mine must be the problem. So I got the USB keyboard and I've had that ever since. Alrighty, where are we at in the chat? That's why people just to say when Fens, to say Fens instead of Phoenix is easier to say. I know, but it's Phoenix. You're Phoenix. Like, Phoenix is it's fun. It's fun. I find it easy because my daughter is Phoenix. Phoenix said it was too much pickle and onion. I like pickles, but this didn't taste right. Oh, WMS Walmart. Good call. Good. I mean, like, not good call. You typed that, so you knew it. But like, my brain is not on anymore. We've been doing this for a little bit. I can now actually go to Walmart and bigger grocery stores, so I'm trying stuff out. And then Melanie popped in. Hello, your live show popped up on my YouTube home screen. Hi! Using OBS, what did you used to use? I have been using StreamYard for at least 2, maybe 3 years now, and it's worked for me fine, but I was on the free plan and it only has a 20-hour limit per month, and when I was only doing like 1 stream a week, that did work out fine. But just at least with the winter season, I do want to try and do a couple extra sprints since I have so many projects and I need the buddy work. So I just started with OBS. I downloaded it yesterday and we are still learning it. Definitely got some things to work out, like the dead space of quiet. I'm usually not aware of it because I have the background audio on super low, but now I'm like hyper aware of how quiet it is. The dogs aren't making noise. I just hear my computer. So there's some things I need to work out, but StreamYard is nice if you do stay under that 20-hour limit so you don't have to pay anything. It does have like some included audio and features which are like very easy to get into, but I was ready to make the jump and do a couple extra streams for you guys. So let me know if you have any other questions. Phoenix says it's hard to get food not in bulk. Ordering online and bulk is not a great way to try stuff out. That is so true. Do not get snacks at Costco to try them out because you will be stuck with all the snacks. Even if you like them, it's still like you have Ruffles for months. Okay, maybe not months in this house. I like chips. A week. A couple weeks. Too long. Too many Ruffles. Too many Ruffles. There is such a thing. And then Golden Cheese says, I know it's good because she is a good writer. Maggie, yes. Maggie Stiefvater, like that book. It hit in so many ways. It was so good. Definitely a 5-star. Let's see. Phoenix said, I put on an ambience of being in a library in stormy weather, people turning pages and stuff. Yes, I do like that you can just add your own. You can pick if you want to have like a video going with sound, or like during a sprint if you want to have something else so I'm not taking over your audio space. So maybe it's really not a big issue, but I feel like at least during the sprint I should have something, you know, like a bell at the end. I don't know. We'll play with it. That's the nice thing about OBS that I'm realizing is you have a lot of customization. So you really just got to tinker with it. And like today we were just kind of jumping in with both feet. Nothing bad has happened yet. We'll find out at the end. But yeah, like it's very malleable, and I like that. We like to customize. Let's see. StreamYard is my go-to, but yes, if you're needing free with features, OBS isn't bad. Just can be hard on the computer. You might recognize me from StreamYard's YouTube channel I use to stream for them. Nice, nice. You're a tiny little picture on my screen right now, and I'm very bad with names, so I don't think I recognize you personally, but yeah, like I like StreamYard. I think I'm gonna keep it in case I need it for anything in particular, but yeah, just being able to not have to worry about a time frame is really good. And I didn't need all the extra features that StreamYard offered. I literally just needed the time, because we're pretty chill here. We're sprinting, y'all looking at my keyboard, or I'll throw up my drawing. And then tomorrow we'll have the Creative Commons and we'll do some drawings. So yeah, this works out very nicely because I can have a timer and my drawing up at the same time. Very excited about that. Very excited about essentially double screen sharing, but not. It's a little better. I don't know how my computer's handling it. I have a feeling that tomorrow's going to be the big test, because when I'm drawing, obviously I'm using a lot of RAM. So that might make a difference when we're streaming tomorrow. But you guys are going to be there to let me know for sure. There is such a thing as too many ruffles when you have the propensity, I think that's the right word, to have a snack. You like the snack. The snack does not align with your dietary needs or certain goals or your flavor palette after a couple days, and then you decide that snack can't be here anymore because it's too tempting. And does your husband eat it? Not as fast as you do. So you eat the whole bag of Ruffles, you feel like a potato, and then you don't buy Ruffles for months. That's how it works. Over here with me. We've talked about this. This is why I'm not an alcoholic. I have eating, I have consuming. I like to consume. So I'd rather binge anime than binge Ruffles. I think we actually have some Ruffles downstairs. Now that I've been talking about it, I'm like, I kind of want something salty. Then I know. No. We know what that did. For all y'all ladies, little TMI. But why did nobody tell me that the constipation gets worse as we get older? Like violently worse. It's to the point where I don't even think it was just constipation. I think it was an attack. Middle of the night. Severe, acute pain. I'm doing better now. I still feel hints of it. But the Ruffles ain't gonna help. I'm not doing that again tonight. I don't want to do that ever again. That was the second most painful thing I've been through in my adult recollection. Very bad. Oh, Melanie popped out. Best of luck. Always love seeing people embrace live video. Keep it awesome. Thank you, Melanie. Thanks for popping in. I listen out for your do. I don't know how. I know what you meant though. I know what you meant. I have to stay consistent. Bye, Melanie. Yes, Ian. Tomorrow will be like regular Creative Commons, and I apologize because I just saw that bar on the audio go like red. So I apologize for my audio being like woo and maybe busting some eardrums. Audio is way out of my realm of knowledge. So Creative Commons tomorrow evening. I might start and do like a 7 to 10 tomorrow and just shift it a little bit more. That way, in theory, I will take the dogs on a W. Today it was not happening. But yeah, we need to draw tomorrow. We definitely need to draw. We need to do Kuro Kenshin pages, but since it's like a Throwback Thursday now, maybe we get to do whatever we want. We'll see. We'll see what else I can get done tomorrow. Fennec says, yep, any ruffles would be too many for me currently. Can't eat potatoes. Hoping it's not a permanent thing and I get potatoes back into my life someday. Oh no. Shana says, wow. Oh wow, yeah. Life be lifin', man. Life be lifin'. But it is 9 o'clock here, guys, and I like the 3-hour streams. It feels like a good, sufficient time to hang out and get stuff done, and then I can feel I want to get out of this seat. So it's that sweet spot between 2 and 4 hours, and this is perfect. This is perfect because I need to get out of the seat, make sure the dogs have their din-din, and then I'm going to get back to proofreading tonight. So, oh, I didn't do the final tally. I didn't do my final tally. Where are we at? Where are we at? Scroll, 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 scroll. I have to like select the words that I wrote because I'm working in the outline document, so I have some things written. 3282, wow. I have the outline written, so when I get to that chapter I can like look at it and clickety-clack away. So I have to like manually measure what I've written thus far. So this is going to be a long chapter unless I do split it up later, but the part of it in William's POV has come out to 3,280 words, or like 3,275 because I wrote the first line for Esther. So yeah, gonna be a little bit chunky of a chapter, but we finally we're getting to them. Like, picture the anime like head to head with the lightning bolt. It's coming. The clash is coming where we're sizing each other up, figuring out each other's skills. We're not quite making the initiation for the fake courting situation, but we're getting there. And it's exciting. It's exciting. So that puts our total for the novel thus far up to oh, I think I added a wrong number there. Let's start over. Should I just have this in an Excel sheet to do math automatically? There we go. I should, but I'm just writing it at the chapter headers because why not? All right, the novel is sitting at 18,389 thus far. Yeah, awesome. I'm gonna write that down because once I hit 20,000, I can roll a dice for reasons. Reasons you guys technically know, but I haven't like officially released it here because we're alpha testing it. We're alpha testing, and that is the duck run, get your ducks in a row game that we talked about at the end of last year. 18,389. Yeah, make them words go. So my husband and I are testing out the Taskmaster version of the duck run game, and I put hitting 20,000 words as a goal to let me roll the big dice so I can move my ducks. So we'll definitely hit that this week, if not tomorrow. But yeah. Yar. Oh no. Jumping back to the chat real quick. Thog says, no potatoes. I feel for you, honey. And Shayna says, before we all go, I just wanted to tell everybody Kamsa Hamda went to heaven last Wednesday. She enjoyed hanging out with everybody. She's still around. Yes. Baby girl has joined Tundra and many of our other fur babies up there to watch over us. So definitely give Shayna some love. And take care of your fur babies. Go give them some extra cuddles because I promise I'm not going to cry right now. It definitely got me earlier. But Go hug your fur babies. Go hug your fur babies. Let's see. Where are we at? And then, yep, so, yeah, we're pretty much running out, so everyone's saying good night, hang out. Great hang out with y'all. See you tomorrow. Giving love to Sheena for baby girl, for sure. Yeah, Lad, Pup, and Tundra will be up there with Kamsahamnida judging us for, like, they're talking about food again. They're always talking about food. I know some nose boops are had. Oh, yes. And Ian says, get it, girl, in reference to the writing. Get it, girl. Great work. Thank you. Great job. Your dog is cute. She is adorable. She knows it. But yes, we're all sending our thoughts to you, Shayna, for baby girl, baby Kamsahamnida. She was a good kitty. She was good. She was always hanging out with us, but she's still here. So, on that note, trying to hold it together, getting a little easier. Been loving on Pumpkin and Kitty Mom. So yes, see you tomorrow. Yes, love on them. We don't deserve our fur babies or our scaly babies or feather babies. So go love on some babies. Yeah, if it's a human baby, that's fine. I guess you can go love on a human baby if you like. But I'm going to go love on my dogs and get them some food. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. tomorrow is when we'll start Creative Commons. And we'll try this format again with the drawing and see if that crashes my computer. Excellent. How do I stop this thing? Oh, there's a button that says stop streaming. Okay. But it's also end broadcast. Do I have to do one before the other? Ian, do I have to do one before the other? I probably need to stop streaming and then hit end broadcast. Maybe I'm going to pop it up on my alternate computer just so I don't do this in the wrong order. And, wait, I can see what you guys see. Nah, it doesn't matter which one I do? Okay. Then we're going to hit stop streaming and hope it works right. And then tomorrow we'll feel so much more confident about trying to use this thing. I just stopped YouTube first. So do you through the YouTube thing? Because I'm just in OBS. Like, my YouTube's closed. Let's I assume that would be stop streaming then. So let's just make ourselves feel better. We're gonna pop it up on my Chromebook here and wait expectantly as it goes away. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, 7 o'clock. We'll do the thing. We'll crash the computer. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. You always have YouTube and OBS open. I thought about it, but then it was the same thing. So I'm gonna try it just in OBS. We're gonna see what happens. Okay, so bear with me, guys. If it works, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Make sure you hydrate. If it doesn't work, I'll say that again.